So my people, matters are rising. The fight between Sowore and Wike deepens as FCT Minister Wike risks 30 years jail. Sowore petitions Florida Attorney General over 3 properties allegedly linked to FCT Minister Wike bought by London Public Fund. Sowore tackles Wike over Florida property purchase, asks US Attorney General to begin probe as FCT Minister risks 30 years jail. Look at what Sowore said. I'm going to be reading out what Sowore said on his Twitter account concerning Wike. So looking at my screen, it says it turns out that international thief Nyesom Wike has different properties in Winter Spring in Florida. All of them were hidden under the name of his wife, Eberechi Nyesom Wike, who also serves as a court of appeal judge in Nigeria and shared out to his children. There may be even more properties, but we are making progress. We have already contacted the Office of the Attorney General of Florida, James Utma, to notify them that Nyesom Wike has laundered stolen funds to purchase and traffic properties in their states, which are first-class felonies. Like, this is what Sowore posted on his Twitter page, concerning Nyesom Wike. Sowore is not joking at all. He really wants to do with Wike by exposing him. So now that Sowore has petitioned Florida Attorney General and accused Wike of laundering public funds into US properties, then what is going to happen next? Let's see what Nigerians are saying. So someone commented on this matter, and this was what the person said. He said, "Trouble does not trouble, but when trouble troubles, trouble will be doubled. Because they don't talk about you doesn't mean that they know nothing. If you look for trouble, and the truth will find you. Sowore is the man. May this fight not entertain us only." That was what this person, said. Honestly, people are really, commenting based on this fight between Sowore and Wike. Some people are saying supporting Wike, why some people are not even supporting Wike at all, why some people are supporting Sowore. Anyway, guys, I would love you guys to listen to this wonderful interview from VOP TV concerning this matter. I want you guys to listen to it, and please drop your comments in the comment section below. And also, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. So guys, watch this video and I'll be right back.
Finance and Coordinator Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edu, he revealed very recently that the federal government has so far disbursed 330 billion naira in cash transfers to poor and vulnerable Nigerians through the National Social Safety Net Coordinating Office, NASCO. He disclosed this on Wednesday in Abuja at a press conference, noting that the intervention is part of President Tinubu's strategy to cushion the subsidy removal and exchange rate reforms on the poorest Nigerians. According to him, about 19.7 million poor and vulnerable households, representing more than 70 million individuals, have been captured in the National Social Register. The cash transfers funded from an $800 million World Bank facility are being disbursed to 15 million households. So he stressed that the program is anchored on a robust and sustainable system with beneficiaries verified through their national identity numbers and payments made digitally via bank accounts or mobile wallets. Do you believe in this? Because I tried to check the website to see those who have benefited from it. We just saw the information that, okay, 330 billion disbursed so far, but we haven't heard of beneficiaries. I think the ranges before, it was 5,000 that they said they were going to be given to the very poor, but they increased it to 25,000 naira. Now, I've heard some people say they get some money, sometimes 10,000, sometimes 20,000, sometimes 25,000, but they're not showing us recipients of those who have received this. So the fact that they're very poor and they are using their national identity numbers, if the poor of the poor don't have bank accounts, how are they getting in?
Esther, there should be a limit to telling lies. There are some lies you tell, it turn out to be an embarrassment. Seriously. When elders are telling lies and the small children are now discovering those lies, will you not make a mockery of these elders? There are things you don't just say because you want to talk, because people are going to verify in this age of digital economy and all that. I have said it before and I'm saying it again. The money they paid, if I thought they paid, is for APC members. It can't be for
Are you saying that him coming out to verbally disclose what he disclosed, that there is no authenticity to that?
Esther, has there been any authenticity to what they are saying? Between him, this Minister of Finance and CBN Governor, I have told you here, 4 good times since this administration, These two people have been invited at the National Assembly to come and explain some financial infractions under their watch. The one that shocked me was when they talked about subsidy removal. They were invited at the National Assembly to come and tell us, especially Minister of Finance, Mr. Minister, you are this first subsidy. How much have we saved? And this debt, how much are we paying? Where is the money have you saved from subsidy removal? Immediately, this particular topic was mentioned. The Minister of Finance said, no, you can't say that here. We cannot discuss this in the open. Come, let's go inside. And inside they went, and up to now, no result was given to us. We didn't hear about it, nothing. We are looking for 210 trillion naira from the NNPC, oil industry. The National Assembly equally raised this issue and called on the the Junior Minister of Petroleum, Ojulari Abi.
Ojulari.
Good. What happened to this money? The man said it's true that the money was misplaced, but it's not missing.
Did you call him Junior Minister of Petroleum?
Which one is he?
Barrister Darlington.
Is he the Minister of Petroleum?
The president is the Minister of Petroleum.
I said
Ojulari is the General Manager GMT
we don't
the
even,
NNPC.
Okay. We don't even have a junior minister.
No, there's no junior minister.
I was saying it because some people don't like to share position with anybody.
I don't understand. What
when they get into office, it has to be them and them alone. So I was wondering, thank you, my dear, your brain is sharp. You are reminding me now. Because I know that we used to have Ibe Kachuku under Buhari. So here now, nobody. And so you don't have anybody to even call to answer for what happened. You see? So that is the issue here. 210 trillion naira that was misplaced. And we have not seen where this money came back. Nobody told us. We have seen the money. We have seen, and nobody was even queried. Esther. So when you have seen these past events and issues, why do you want to believe that the man will come and tell you the truth now? I said the poor of the poor who deserve this money, they are in the hinterland. Most of them did not even go to school. They don't have bank account. They don't even know whether any money was allocated to them. They are not aware. So how did they get the money? Did you see anybody going to those villages to go and be sharing money to them? Who is that poor of the poor that have bank account? Where did he get the money to open bank account? Where? I mean the poor of the poor. You can see lies. It is all about APC members. They have shared that money to have more members. That's all. Nothing else. That's why you cannot see anybody. Because when they show those people who share the money, you now ask yourself, come, does this person look like a poor of the poor? Have you seen why they are not showing you pictures? When you see those who collected this money, Esther, you ask yourself, does this person, this man or woman, does he look like the poor of the poor? And that is where their lives will be exposed. That's why they don't want to show you picture of those who collected this money. You don't need to be told. When you see a poor man, you know that yes, hunger have dealt with this man. It's either the head is bigger than the rest of the body, or the stomach is not there at all. The stomach have gone, is sharing boundary with the back.
Oh God, Barrister Darlington.
I'm talking to the poor of the poor. When you see that, you will know that this man, he has not taken any decent meal in 2 years. So how will he feed well? No, tell me. Or can you hide money when you have it? It's not possible now. And you cannot equally hide poverty. All of them will show whenever they appear in any family. They will show. Their presence will be seen by everybody. So who collected this money? Lies.
All right, Barrister, you know that Fubara has resumed his duty, although while his supporters, praise singers were already waiting for him to arrive. He did not arrive. It was Martin Zamawale, the Speaker of the House of Reps in Rivers, that arrived. And they sat, the House of Reps, they were all ready to resume work. They have vowed to probe Ibok Ete Ibas and the monies that he spent while he was there administering over the state and during the suspension of Fubara and the House of Rep members. But then there are talks that a couple of persons believe that what the president did was wrong. People like yourselves have complained, and they've talked about the fact that this is what some persons consider to be state capture. And now, because of the local government elections that were conducted in his absence, local government elections that seems to be installed members, with the support of Nyesom Wike and also supporting the president, that Fubara really doesn't have the legal horse anymore in adjudicating or superimposing or making decisions. For example, you know now that the House of Rep members, they're not really his people. The local government chairman, they're not really his people. Others believe that he may actually not be voted back for the second term. So, do you think Fubara will be able to administer well? Is there a possibility of Fubara officially resigning, or rather not resigning, the campaign to the APC? And others feel that there was nothing Fubara could do. A lot of persons abandoned him. The party he belonged to did not show support. He was going through all of these issues. Aside from the ordinary Nigerians who were showing him support, the institutional powers that be in some quarters were not showing him support. What's your reaction to this?
What Fubara is going to suffer in Rivers State may be worse than what he suffered before the state of emergency was declared.
But I thought calm has been restored. They've been able to resolve their differences. He and Wike are back together.
This is piece of the graveyard.
Who?
You know, under Margaret Thatcher, when he was UK Prime Minister, something happened there that had to do with BBC, security issues and all that. You know what is called Catch 22? Go and Google it. In fact, it was Frederick Fawcett who now encapsulated it in The Devil's Alternative, in one of that bestseller called The Devil's Alternative. That means whichever way I choose, men must die. It means that whichever way Fubara chooses now, something must give. In the first place, whom is he going to work with? Weakest men that surrounded him. And if he want to assert himself, there will be a problem. Juxtaposing with what happened in Kaduna under Balarabe Musa when he was the governor of Kaduna State under UPN. Meanwhile, MPN and State Assembly surrounded him. He sent a commissioner's list for approval. They refused. They didn't approve it because he did not grease their palm. The man was telling them, look, I don't have money to give. They said, okay, no problem. If you don't have money to give, then we are not going to play ball. Then now he brought another demand that he should give them, each of them, one plot of land and 50,000 naira to develop those plots of land. But Balarabe Musa said, look, I don't have money for all this, so I can't do this. They said, okay, that means you are not ready to be governor. They impeach him. Esther, they impeach him. So you think such a thing will not happen in Rivers State? Look, it's either Fubara will resign out of frustration or they will impeach him. Because more demand.
Why are you predicting that? If Fubara has crossed all the boxes, or rather checked all the boxes, they have resolved their differences. Because Wike actually spoke, well, based on his declaration today, Wike said that he should not listen to those who will destroy the state.
Esther, who is destroying the state if not him? Esther, when you give a monkey some cookies, he will ask for a cup of milk. They are never satisfied. You know, when people want to blackmail you, they are never satisfied. You are talking of Fubara in fulfilling all the which condition? I said the Supreme Court judgment that he was implementing methodologically. He was there implementing those conditions that the Supreme Court imposed on the state. What happened? Did they allow him to finish it before they brought state of emergency? So when somebody is working towards an answer, there is nothing you are going to do that will satisfy him.
Parasite.
That is the truth. Remember, they set a trap for Fubara during these 6 months. Are you aware?
Parasite, hold on. Let's go back in time. Now, some Nigerians complained, and some analysts like yourself, by saying that the president did what he did was unconstitutional, that this is a democratic setting and not an autocratic one, and what he did was autocratic. I remember when this crisis was brewing, Rivers State was the talk of the town. A couple of persons were asking for the president to intervene on this situation, let the matter be resolved. One of the things the president said yesterday was that he actually did try to involve himself. The first one was when the 8-point resolution was called upon, which Fubara supposedly signed up. Obviously, the 8-point resolution was not in favor of Fubara, it was in favor of Nyesom Wike. The second one was when the president met with elders in Rivers, especially, what do you call these guys? I've forgotten, they have a name. Niger Delta Development something. The elders, Pandef, yes, thank you very much. He met with them and told them to speak with Fubara. I remember that day the president said, you better warn your son. talk to him. This is not the way to go. I have intervened before. I will not intervene again. The president did that. Now, according to what they complained was that the person that the president was meant to address was Nyesom Wike.
Exactly.
And that he did not address Nyesom Wike. They also said they tried to reach out to Nyesom Wike for them to resolve issues, but he did not make himself available. Meaning that he had his conditions he wanted Fubara to agree to.
Exactly.
Local government elections that were conducted under Fubara was discountenanced. They did not recognize it, obviously. Now, all of this situation happened. The court too had been blamed. 40 suits that challenged the state of emergency in Rivers. In that 6 months, the court did not listen to it. Even the PDP themselves filed a suit in challenging the state of emergency declared in Rivers. The Supreme Court, the High Court did not look into it. Before the emergency, several court rulings were coming up, either recognizing the 27 defected lawmakers or not recognizing them. So, in other words, what do you think the president should not have done or he should have done? Nigerians said President Tinubu intervened. He did. Later, they complained that the way he intervened was not the way to go. All right. Eventually, he imposed a state of emergency. Fubara eventually decided to listen to the Supreme Court and do what is needed, but the local government elections conducted was not recognized. A suit was filed to the court, and up to now, no resolution came from the court. So, how was the entire Rivers situation balkanized to the point where the whole blame is on the president?
Yes. You see, when you want to make peace, let the whole world see that you actually want to make peace, not that you want to take side. Esther, in all these things you said, was there any day Tinubu called, or the president called Wike and said, look, you are the problem in Rivers State. Why not leave that place alone since you have finished your term? I mean, is that not what he's supposed to do? If he had done that and then mean it by making sure that Wike does not interfere in the leadership of Rivers State, please, Esther, do you think we have gotten to this level we are now? You can see. He was just deliberately taking side with Wike for no justifiable reason. I don't understand. Wike is not the owner of Rivers State. He did not create Rivers State. It is not his family property as to decide who will be there and who will not be there. So when he said he intervened, in what way did he intervene, Esther? You are working towards an answer. Every time Fubara. What exactly did Fubara do wrong that he resisted Wike from taking over the treasury of Rivers State? Is that the evil he committed? I mean, when people want to do something, don't play all these unnecessary pranks that even small children will know where you are going. What exactly concerns Wike with Rivers State that he had to play role? People will mention his name when they are talking of peace. On what ground? Please, on what ground? Do you know how many governors that have ruled Rivers State before Wike came on board? If they had behaved like that, Wike wouldn't have seen the opportunity to be governor of that state. And so, why is it that nobody called Wike to order, even up till now? The man is still acting as if he owns the place. And you are telling me that you intervened. In what way did you intervene? Let Nigerians come and tell me that thing that is so outstanding that anybody did. Esther, just oppose it with what happened in the case of Andoba and P2B. When the Supreme Court ruled that Andoba was not the governor of Anambra, that she should get out of that place. But with the backing of Obasanjo, Andoba stayed put in Oka government house until Yar'Adua took over from Obasanjo. Immediately Yar'Adua took over. He didn't even consider or call for any meeting or whatever. He gave Andoba 24 hours to leave Oka government house. A direct order. They withdrew his security and everything and asked him to leave that place. The man was in such a hurry to leave that as he was leaving, P2B was coming in. They met on the road. Apparently, whether they wave at each other, I don't know. That is how a leader is supposed to behave, Esther, for God's sake. A man who wants the progress of his country. A man who wants peace and progress in his country. That's how he's supposed to behave. A Supreme Court order, you did not allow it to be implemented. You hijack it and impose a state of emergency. Please, as at the time Fubara was implementing this Supreme Court ruling, was there any problem in Rivers State, Esther? If they have allowed the Fubara,
it was a pipeline explosion.
Others, of course, you know that one is not a very good excuse. Because before now, pipeline had been exploding in Rivers State. Is that not true? It had been exploding. And it was not so bad that it caused any major setback in our economy. And so, we even two people there who said that no, it was a minor issue. But they need to escalate it. You know, when you want to hang a dog, you bring it a bad name. So if Ubara had been allowed to implement those things as said by the Supreme Court, sir, do you think there will be a problem in Rivers State? Well, you can see that problem was deliberately created by Wike and his co-traveler just to achieve.
Barrister, you are a lawyer. Why was the case, the 40 suits against the state of emergency, why was one not even attended to?
In fact, that is left for National Judicial Council and the NBA. This is where they should come up. That's where they, in fact,
NBA, the only thing they did was to protest by shifting their convention to any,
which was not enough. That thing did not yield any progress or anything. It didn't. These are issues that they should take up. I remember when Aka Bashonu and co were there. Or the activist Ganifa Imi. He would have gone on a one-man protest.
But why is no one speaking?
I am telling you, Esther. It's so bad that even a whole Supreme Court, I am sure none of the judges there is a poor man. With what they are getting as their actual salary, they can live happily and well. So, what is it that is making them not to do their job the way it should be done, Esther? What is that particular thing? The list that can happen, or the what that can happen, maybe they will retire them or take them to one village in Sokoto. But all those things, it will give you more respect, and your integrity will be intact. But for this to be happening under the nose of our judiciary, Esther, I am really ashamed, seriously. I told you here that you said that.
So guys, you guys have listened to what Sowore said about Wike, as well as what Barrister Darlington said in this powerful interview. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and also don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel if you're new to this channel. So guys, thanks for watching. See you guys again in my next video.